Welcome back to the Summer Rose Court podcast. It's been a while since we've actually had one because schedules and working and all sorts of fun crap, I guess. But I believe we've got a couple of new people here who have not been on the podcast either before or in a while. So why don't we start with introductions? Go.
All right. Hi, guys. I'm Georgina. I'm an artist on Summer Rose Court, and it's been a little bit since I've been on a podcast, so I'm glad to be back in action and hopefully make some friends today.
No, you won't, because you're a nerd.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
Hi, I'm Dory, aka Tumblr user Dog Tit. I'm Ghoul Tit now. Ooh, spooky.
Ooh.
Spooky.
Because it's all October and spooky time.
I'm so scared. Oh.
I know. Maybe I'll get so scared I'll say Summer Rose Port again like an idiot. Anyway, yeah, that's it. That's me. Hi.
Oh, you said hi, but then you weren't talking. So
Go.
anyway, I'm Tucker from the music team still. And I guess it's been a while just because it's been a while since there's been a podcast, but I'm still me.
Really?
That's about it.
Maybe you're a pod person from outer space. We don't know. We don't know your life.
That's true. And Invasion of the Body Snatchers is a fantastic movie, as long as you watch the first remake, which is the second version of it.
Oh, all right.
What?
Okay.
Pod people from outer space. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. You know?
Can I go?
Sorry.
No, it's just... I'm Zumbra. I'm the programmer. I've been here for a while. Hi.
Been here for years.
Oh, I guess it's my turn then.
Yeah.
I'm Cass, and I haven't been here since the second podcast. That was the only one I've ever been on, so it's been a while since I've been here. And I'm part of the art crew. I do a lot of coloring, and yeah, so that's
Great.
about it.
Cass's coloring is fantastic. That's my 2
No, it's
cents.
not.
Yeah, it is.
You shut up.
Taco.
Oh, it's okay. Sorry. Hi, I am Ta the Trickster. I am on the writing team, and I have never been on a podcast before, so I'm probably not going to have anything productive to say.
Just be yourself and be
Not a nerd.
Yourself.
No nerds allowed.
I was going to say yes, nerd, but you know.
No, but yes, nerd.
What podcast
I
are
better
we
leave it.
on? Is this 11?
God, I can't even remember.
This is
I-
11.
Bad.
11 shitty, just, wow. I'm
Wow.
so proud of us.
Thanks. Thanks
Yeah, no
for
problem.
that.
I'm never going to be on a podcast again
Nope.
for saying that.
You're forever banned. Okay. That's me clapping my hands. Let's start off with our first topic, which I'm actually going to use the first one that Zumbra just pasted into our handy dandy chat. Going around to wow, that kind of whistled a little bit there. Going around to each of our teammates and asking what main inspiration behind writing, artwork, music, etc., aside from Ruby itself, is your main inspiration. Cass, you go first.
Minecraft. I'm not even kidding. Like a lot of because I have a group where we just build, like, because we have like a server and we build, and a lot of like the designs and stuff, even for backgrounds, like me and Wally, because we've done 2 backgrounds together.
Sweet.
We base it off a lot of like the houses we make in Minecraft.
Huh, that's awesome, actually.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
So I guess it's me now. And really, it kind of depends because as a musician, I'm basically a rock guitarist, which is different than doing soundtrack stuff. So the inspirations for that are different than for the soundtrack stuff. But for a lot of, for some of the stuff that I've been doing for some Rose Court, it's been like a thing where if you've listened to the soundtrack from Bastion or from Transistor, but both soundtracks by Darren Korb, it's a lot of things where it's using more mainstream rock or otherwise instruments and instrumentation and elements, but trying to make a soundtrack format out of them. So there's definitely a lot of inspiration there using what I have, which isn't traditional orchestral instrumental stuff, and making similar sounds with it.
Huh. Nito Spaghetto, or Spaghetto, or Spaghetti. Shit. I failed. I was trying to say
Yeah, that did not rhyme.
That didn't work out well.
We tried really hard.
I tried.
Sick rhymes.
All right, my turn now. All right. I can't really pinpoint specific inspirations for Summer Rose Court, but I definitely know in general, art-wise, this is so embarrassing. Final Fantasy. Oh god, that hurt. Literally. Seriously. Also, again, super embarrassing to admit, but for Forest Faunus for the Forest Faunus outfits and stuff, a lot of it is kind of inspired by Inuyasha. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me.
Yes, weeaboos.
I wasn't gonna laugh, but then you told me not to laugh, and the giggles just started happening.
Well, shit. And writing wise, a big inspiration for me is all of the other writers on the writing team who are like absolutely amazing. Leery look at Ta and Co. And also an author named Cressley Cole. She writes a lot of good books that that whenever one of her new books comes out, I literally read it in like a day. Like, I can start it at noon and finish it at, like, 9 o'clock at night. So, I mean, I really like the way she writes. And, those are my inspirations. Weeaboo stuff and shitty romance novels. Holy shit, I'm Blake. Holy shit.
That moment when you realize you're one of the characters.
It me.
Well, shit.
So, as far as my inspirations for programming go, there are other visual novels that I've been reading about, like, let's see, some of Christine Love's visual novels, and then there's Dysfunctional Systems from Dis-chan, and Katawa Shoujo, and I just really liked how, like, just people just come together and just make cool stuff, so I just kind of wanted to do that, too.
Okay, well, for writing inspirations, like, I've been writing since, like, elementary school, so most of my earliest inspirations are people like, J.K. Rowling and Tamora Pierce. Those are the main ones because I always just love girls who can beat the living daylights out of their male cohorts. Oh, sorry, what? Go ahead.
Oh, if you're not done, you can keep going.
No, that was pretty much it. I mean, if I was going to go down the entire list of inspirations, we'd be here a while. So those are my two main ones, so you're good.
Well, I was going to say, going back to Zumbra, it's pretty cool because you wouldn't think of that there would be a lot of inspiration going on in programming, but then, like, pretty regularly we have Zumbra posting in the chats, like, here, I found this cool thing that this other one is doing, and I want to find a way that I can implement this also. And it's really cool how that kind of still does exist in programming, and it's still a creative endeavor. And now there's a cat in the chat.
Tasha, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, as an artist, I see a lot of inspiration just in my life around me every day, but I do draw a lot from video games, oh god, and of course anime, because Dory and I are just weeaboo trash. If that's an insult, Dory, I'm sorry, but it's true. We gotta live up to it.
It's true. Weeaboo trash for life. For life.
But I mean, I've always had a super realistic style. So just my life around me, looking at people, even though I don't talk to people, it's just kind of my inspiration, just trying to figure out ways that people interact with each other and where I can bring it to SRC and be like, hey, let's put this person here and that one over there. And then they're going to look at each other like they're either gonna fuck or kill each other. The usual.
I'm sorry, but what you said about you and Dory being weeb trash just reminded me of something that I said to my friend. We were hanging out last weekend, and I didn't know, like I was saying, I don't know what to do for my Halloween costume. And she's just like, oh, just wear your Yang cosplay. And I'm just like, it's Halloween, not Halloween.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Well, I'm gonna be a weeb for Halloween, so no harm, no foul.
Slow clap it out for everybody involved. All right, I'm gonna post a refresh of the topics list if we've all gone through and set our inspirations. I think we have. All right, so another topic we have is plot twists, and I'm not quite sure what they mean by plot twists. Do they mean plot twists in general? Like, how do we feel about that, or plot twists in SRC? Because I don't think we can say plot twists in SRC because, spoilers. Or plot twists in Ruby, which, again, spoilers. So, like...
We also haven't really seen any plot twists in Ruby, sort of.
So, well...
I think we should speculate some plot twists about Ruby. Like, let's see, maybe Sun is going to be like, I'm going nowhere with this. Help. just save me now.
The thing about plot twists, particularly in Ruby, is that, like, they're there and they happen, but everyone saw them coming from so far off. It's not done well enough that I would like to call it a plot twist. It was kind of a, well, of course moment rather than a wow moment. So they're pretty hard to do very well.
Yeah, really, the biggest plot twists kind of happen without it actually being hyped up, like Weiss having a sister. It's not so much a plot twist so much as it kind of comes the fuck out of nowhere. Like, there was even, like, build up to her being an only kid. What with the... Cinder's age is a big plot twist, too. Thank you, Ta. It's the biggest one. But, yeah, pretty much everybody else is... except for maybe... I really hate to say this, but except for maybe Jean turning out to have faked his transcripts, that was a decent plot twist that no one really saw coming, I guess. It wasn't like Blake being a Faunus and Penny being a robot, which everyone and their mother who was just like, yeah. But
yeah, we knew.
Like, yeah, you weren't very good at trying to keep that a secret. Or trying to keep mystery with that. Anyway, yeah, that's my 2 cents with it. Ruby isn't very good at making plot twists.
So I had a bit of a question / clarification. So is it that plot twists are only effective if they are unexpected? Like, for instance, the big 2 that I can think of are, like, Blake is a Faunus, like, we all saw it coming. And then, like, Penny was a robot, we all saw it coming. But if we don't see it coming, like, I don't know, Cinder's really young, or John faked his transcripts, or Cinder's really... Actually, I said that already. But, like, something else we didn't know, then it becomes super effective, right? So it's just that we've expected everything so far that we haven't really been surprised by anything yet? Is that how it goes?
Well, it needs to be unexpected, but then it also needs to have an actual effect on things.
Yeah, like...
And, like Weiss having a sister was unexpected, and it could have an effect later, but it didn't have an effect at the moment of its reveal, so it wasn't really powerful.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Basically, it's, Oh, wait, Taha's CR, sorry. Sorry.
It's okay. I was just going to say that with plot twists, the thing is, to make an effective one, there has to be a balance between it having been hinted at, not explicitly stated, but not, like, overly indicated previously. Like, with the Faunus thing, we all sort of saw it coming because, nobody actually wears a hair bow in the middle of the night, and hair bows don't usually twitch, and Penny was not very good at being a human anyway, so these were all very obvious hints that I think the plot twists involved would have been a lot better if they were a little less subtle, I think.
Maybe if they'd kind of waited for the Penny reveal for a later season, or I guess volume. I don't really know. I get so confused with how Ruby works with its silly, like, volume, season, blah 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 blah. Like, like Toss said, there's got to be a balance between foreshadowing and the actual, like, reveal itself. So if you can't handle if you can't handle the balance, then when you do try to enact your quote-unquote twist, it'll come out super weak and people will be like, oh, okay, yeah, called it, instead of, oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting this. What a twist.
So you do have to leave some indication of the twist so that when you do pull it off, the reader will be like, oh, so that's what those signs earlier were for, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not necessarily, but the other case, because that would be the ideal, or the other case would be where you indicate the opposite to be true. So you make the reader think that like you specifically make them think one thing and then show the other instead of lead them towards the reveal.
Oh, I mean, like, for instance, when Weiss was talking to Neptune, then John was like, oh, they're going to dance together, but it turns out that Neptune didn't.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
that
Make
works.
us specifically think that Weiss doesn't have a sister and then reveal that she does, instead of hinting that she has a sister and revealing that she does.
Yeah. Although, another thing that was really important, the two biggest examples I can think of, and I'm sorry, spoilers are coming up, for an example of what Tucker said is Snape being a quote-unquote good guy the whole time, which it kind of gets back and forth in the Harry Potter books, but then, like, in the 7th, he dies, his tear drop, or whatever. It's been a while since I've seen it, or read it. Are we done with plot twists, you think?
Yeah, I think we are.
I don't
Yeah, I
have
don't think any.
add.
I think we've worn that one out.
Yeah. All right. Now some discussion or critique of the most recent RWBY episode, and not the World of Remnant episode, which that's basically nothing. Sorry, I'm so salty about the World of Remnant.
I didn't watch it anyway, so I wouldn't.
It was basically, it was just about the Grimm, and it confirmed. It just basically repeated everything that was said in the episode. So
Oh, good.
it's kind of like, this is a little pointless, and it's even worse because that is what they're trying to push for world building for RWBY, but they're not actually using it as a way to expand. They're just repeating what was already said in the episode.
I'm
So
just iffy about it because it's like, really, you had to create a second video series to explain your world building rather than world building in the world.
Yeah,
If it was additional information, that would be a different thing, but it's
yeah,
not.
Like
I
actual
mean-
world building, you need to be doing that in your narrative.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what it's there for.
like the Dust World of Remnant was great because it actually came before the episode, so it gave us a little bit about Dust. And I mean, yeah, it's a little lazy to put your world building outside into basically a Wikipedia on audio. That's a little lazy, but what about RWBY isn't lazy unless it's for Jean fucking Arc. I'm so salty about it. I'm so salty. Yeah, basically it's gotten to the point where, like, I don't really remember what happened in the last episode because I don't care that much because all I know is that Ruby's down the well. Woof woof.
So, from what I remember from the last episode, it was Ruby hanging out near the campfire. They're taking turns taking night watch, and they're talking about what Oobleck
Yang
was...
is a really terrible night watch, apparently, because she didn't see anyone leave.
They talked about their feelings.
Yeah,
Yang's
feelings.
a thrill seeker. Weiss was like, honor and duty. I'm not going to let my dad screw over our family name. And then Blake was like, I gotta do something and not run away. There's your recap.
Basically, instead of exploring these character motivations over arcs, they just kind of cram it into 6 minutes, resolution and everything.
Yeah, that really rubbed me the wrong way in
Yeah.
the episode before that, where like Oobleck was going around and asking everyone, "Why are you a huntress?" I'm like, "Are you serious? You're literally asking your characters for their motivations, like in the script,
It
really?"
seemed way too abrupt and sudden.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, talk about your info dump. I mean, yeah, we've been clamoring for knowing our characters' motivations since Volume 1, but this should have happened in Volume 1.
No, you see, you don't understand. Jean needs 2 specific character arcs to himself in both volumes. That's so important.
Anyway, that's why the past
Yeah.
2 episodes have been the best episodes of the season, because there was no John Arc in them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
absolutely.
mean, in general, I'm also just glad that they're actually putting events happening instead of just having prom.
Yeah. It's really bad when you have your filler.
Fucking prom, golly.
Prom hell.
I must
Lord
say
Almighty.
that
Sorry if people are yelling.
oh, sorry. I must say though that the like a conversation between Blake and Yang trying to get Blake to go to the dance, which was like, okay. When Yang started talking about feelings, and then her and Ruby's mother, I thought that was like a pretty good inset. I don't remember it very well because it was a little while ago, but I feel like that story at the time fit in, and it showed the relation sort of between the two characters, and also gave us as viewers better information about everything. So go ahead.
Yeah.
It didn't. That was a good part of those episodes, but it didn't need to go on for 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Bouncing off of what Tasha said, I totally agree. Like, there's a time and a place for exposition backstory. Like, Blake has hers in Volume 1, and that's made visually interesting. We're actually watching something happening. We're actually watching it unfold, and we're getting information about it, and that's cool. You know, that's good. That's good use of, like, exposition, because it's made interesting, and it gives us information. Yang talking about, the family, again, really good, because it was made visually interesting. It gave us background. It gave us information. Yang, Weiss, and Blake talking around a fire and cramming what I guess was supposed to be character development in 6 minutes, along with the resolution that had Weiss like, yeah, we're huntresses, we gotta blah 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 blah. That might have been the episode previous. I'm not really sure. That's bad. That was poor execution of what they were trying to accomplish. It should have been done over several arcs. The main weakness with RWBY is that it relies so much on telling instead of showing. That's me. I'm done.
Yeah, I want to make one thing clear. I'm not like staunchly anti-info dump, because sometimes there's just no other way to get the information in there other than an info dump. The thing is, you have to put the info dumps in appropriate places. And this thing with the campfire was poorly set up. It was not done very well. That info dump didn't really need to be there. Like, I mean, for what it is, this assignment they're doing, this is a school assignment. That's all it is. For this type of school, it's just a classroom assignment. It'd be the equivalent of me working in the programming lab, and all of a sudden my professor comes over here, so why are you majoring in computer science? I mean, it's not an appropriate moment for that to happen. But I mean, that's all I had to say about that.
Yeah, definitely that whole episode was just very lazy lazy writing. Like, I'm not a writer. I can say that 100%, but even I could tell it was just sloppy. It's like, they did the whole lazy, why are you doing this, blah, blah, blah. They didn't try and make any exposition to it, or they just kind of went right out and said, hey, this is why they're doing it, and that's not really... It's just lazy. And even with the campfire scene, it's like, just in general, it's just lazy. It's like they rushed it, and it's... Yeah, that's really all there is to it.
A slightly different contrast on the episode, though. From a artist perspective, pretty sweet angles, pretty sweet shots, modeling in positions, fighting, all that was cool. But the one thing I love most is the fucking dog. Oh my god. I love dogs.
I kind of want Zwei to have his own spin-off show.
Like, that's all I want to say. Just, Zwei, I love dogs.
Dogs are great. I have two. They're annoying little shits, but they're still great.
Okay, sorry. I'm eating as well as doing this podcast because I haven't eaten all day, so...
We couldn't get a good tangent in, so... I tried with the dog. I thought you guys liked dogs.
We tried.
I'm more of a cat person.
I have both.
I have neither.
3 cats and
Well,
2 dogs.
Cat person, then let's talk about Blake.
I have 4 cats and 1 dog, so.
All right. Is that it for everybody on the Ruby episode topic?
Yeah, I think we're all done slamming it now.
I do want to say that I agree with Tasha and Tasha and Cass that artistically it was very pretty, I guess. Episode, not pretty in the traditional sense, but it had really good angles. Blah 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 blah. So that's its thumbs up. And the soundtrack, of course. I never have anything bad to say about the soundtrack. So it's one. Excuse me.
Soundtrack's honestly getting to be the best part.
Yeah. All right. Other than SRC, what future projects do you really want to complete? What's your dream? I really don't have any future projects that I want to complete, but I am, like a fucking idiot. I started a quest blog, Circus Quest, because I listened to 2 Vocaloid songs and nobody like pulled me aside and said, "Dory, don't do this. You have no idea what you're getting yourself into." And I was like, what's the worst that could happen? A lot of stuff. And so I hopefully one day want to finish that plus Summer Rose Court in general. Alright.
I guess like some of my dreams and stuff for the future is I want to go into video game design and make my OCs into a video game that people will be like, shit, yo, this is awesome. And, just like kind of just be like really good at my job. And then, just not really anything special, but, it's just something I want to do.
I have something I want to do, but I hesitate to call it a dream, because when you say what's your dream, what comes to mind is like some grand plan that you've like established in your head, and this is like your goal, and it's going to be all great and stuff. The thing I wanted to do, and I actually got a little work on it done a while back, is make a program that you just like you load a video into it, and you can sort of select which sections you want, and you can make a GIF of that section. You just just push the button, it'll make a GIF. I wanted to make it because before I got into Summer Rose Court, I was making GIFs for the Toho community, I guess, more as a way to practice making GIFs myself. And I decided, like, well, doing this all by hand was a bit annoying, so I wanted to make a tool do this for me. So I wanted to make that tool first. But yeah, that's just like one small project. That's the word, project, that I wanted to do. But I don't have any big dreams. They're just a bunch of small projects that I wanted to do.
I don't really know if I have dreams rather than just stuff I think would be really sweet if I could do. But that's also kind of the definition of a dream. So, I mean, it'd be sweet to go to art school, which I'm going to do because I want to. And then it'd be pretty sweet to go to like a video game company and work on design, kind of like what Cass said. I'm also in that sort of field, and then I don't know, just be cool and live my life happily. That's a pretty good dream
Eat
to
the
have.
fucking chocolate bar and be cool, man.
Being cool.
Yeah,
The biggest dream of all. Being cool.
yeah, you got it.
One day.
Okay, I'll get there.
We'll make it.
We'll make it eventually. We'll all be cool.
If we truly believe in the power of friendship.
Can I?
You don't need friendship to be cool.
Yeah, no friends allowed in the cool zone.
Don't I know it? The joke is I have no friends.
I feel you there.
Is it my turn?
Go right ahead.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were done. Well, one of my current projects, aside from this one, golly, I think it was about 5 years ago now, I wrote my first novel. It was a young adult queer romance novel. I put it up for self-publication a couple years back, but it was really unrefined because it was like the first draft, and I wrote it in high school, and so it's kind of a mess. But my current project is going over that entire fucking novel and editing the entire thing so it looks less like a high schooler wrote it. And then I'm putting it back on the self-publishing market But I'm also working on the sequel to it. I'm almost done with that one. So then I get the fun project of getting to edit that entire novel as well. And then there's a sequel to that one because I thought to myself like an idiot, hey, what if it was a trilogy? So now I have an entire trilogy to work on. But my dream would be for an actual publisher to pick that up because self-publishing has a bad rap. But I don't know, it may or may not happen, but that would be cool. But that was about it.
All right. So I guess I don't really have any like big lofty ambitions as a musician. I'm not planning on like really going pro or doing anything like that, just keeping music as a thing I do on the side. But I would like to get to at least a sort of semi-professional level of it. Like even right now I'm working towards putting together an EP to release, but that's going very slowly because songwriting is hard because I can't sing or write songs, apparently. And in some ways, actually, like writing music for SRC as a soundtrack is a lot easier than traditional songwriting is because I sort of have a base that's already there and I just fill in space instead of starting from scratch. But that's a whole nother discussion. And then in general, it would be cool to get more into writing and things too. I just don't practice writing as much as I should. So, whatever.
I think all of us went.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Then I think... Oh, thank you, Dory. Usually it's Dory who announces the next topic. I feel like I've usurped her position temporarily.
It's okay, she's eating.
Oh, okay. Well then. The next thing is to advertise our developer spotlight. So the developer spotlight is something we've been trying recently. It's where we're going to interview some people on our team, because we have a large team. We have like 30-something people, is that right? And I thought it would be kind of nice to interview them so you can get to know who each of us are. These are the people that are making Summer Rose Court. And, over the course of development, you get to know all of us. So I think we are going to plan one soon. So you guys should, if you have any questions for the developers, you should send your asks to the dev blog, and we'll answer them in our spotlights, I guess.
Yeah, buddy! You should definitely send us questions because we don't have any questions, and we can't exactly do a developer spotlight without questions. So send us questions, or I will find out where you live and I will burp in your face.
And you don't want that to happen.
Oh, hell no.
Maybe after we get all the developer spotlights, like the thing down, I could redo mine because mine was the very first one, so it was kind of like the test run.
Poor baby Cass.
Well, I mean, it seems like we've gotten a good response on it. And I mean, I like seeing them and reading them because it's like I don't get to talk to everyone on the team, so I don't super duper know everyone. So it's like I get to sit down and read it, and I'm like, oh, okay, that person likes this or does that, and it's pretty cool. So then if I want friends, I can go up to them and be like, hey, I heard you like this, and boom, friendship.
Hell yeah.
See, believing in the power of friendship.
Friendship for everybody. Alright, okay, one more time. Please send us some questions if you want to know any more about us as developers. And us just as a team / individuals / everything. Alright, our final topic for today is recent shenanigans. And I guess that just means what have we been up to shenaniganly wise? Working and going to school. Yay! Yay!
Not like I have 15 others.
Well, that's good. I guess nobody else wants to...
I have two.
Yay!
So I posted them earlier on Tumblr, but the first one was, I think when we were all in the main chat just talking about random stuff, and then someone mentions... No, it was Dory. You mentioned that...
I did?
Yes, you did. That you were having a bad day during one of your pizza deliveries. Dory's a pizza deliverer.
I deliver pizza for the masses.
So, anyway, the conversation somehow got to the point where someone said the pizzas would be driving circular-shaped humans to other pizzas, and then
wasn't that you?
That was Emmy.
That was Emmy.
I remember it because I was just like, what the fuck is happening in this chat right now? It was a surreal experience. disturbing experience.
I remember
occasionally
saying
happens.
myself, I prefer pizza drivers over driver pizzas, and then Hemi sort of like hooked onto that. Anyway, that was one shenanigan. The other one being vibrating Ruby.
Oh yeah!
I just watched that while we were doing this podcast because I've been looking through Tumblr and I just thought, I'm like, what is this?
We someone mentioned I can't remember who.
Chrissy?
Who was it? Chrissy, of course. Sorry. Chrissy mentioned what if we could get Ruby to like vibrate excitedly, and Zumbra made it happen because Zumbra's magic.
Turns out that's really easy to do.
Don't tell them that. Make them think you're a god.
I mean, it's super hard.
There you go. It's super hard.
Took me
Zumbra's the
10
only-
hours to do it.
It's true. It was 10 hours later with Zumbra. He entered in carrying the finished product, just like, guys, I finally finished it.
I've jiggled the Ruby.
I have missed so much.
Oh yeah.
There was one point where we had Ruby like jiggle and then like launch up into space.
It was great.
Have fun on the moon, Ruby.
Yay!
God, I've got to like quit school to keep up with all your guys' shenanigans. My shenanigans consist
Worth
of
it.
trying to get into another school.
If it makes
Totally
you feel
worth
any
it.
better, at least your shenanigans are productive. Mine has just been writing like a billion chapters of really self-indulgent Skyrim garbage fanfic.
I haven't seen any of it, but I've like kept up on it, and I've just been like nodding in the background, just like yeah.
Technically,
you.
what I've been doing is also kind of garbage because I've had to work on this project that my school makes all of us do. I've been working on it for 2 years, and it's about cosplay because I'm just weeb trash. So I was like, hey, that's easy. And so it's coming down where it's like, yeah, okay, like I have to go to a convention. It's like, well, I do that all the time. Sweet, 15 hours of work knocked out in one day.
Nice.
Nice. I did myself a good one. You
Did yourself a good one. But yeah, Ta, I feel you on that self-indulgent Skyrim fanfiction garbage. I feel you on that.
Well,
Beyond
the
belief.
fan fiction ties in with my desire to be the type of gamer that straight dude bro gamers would feel very offended about. And so I'm just like, how gay can I make this game? Let's write
A
that.
goal I hope we can all live up to.
You're doing God's work, Ta.
That is why I
God's
specifically sided with the Dawn Guard, because I got a really flustered speech from Serana about how intimate it is to turn somebody into a vampire. It's like,
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
it's the little things.
It's the little things. I'm just sighing fondly. Because I'm so fond of everybody in this chat right now.
Are we having a moment again?
It's the little things. It's like if we don't do it, then remember like earlier I said this was a hype train, and like if there isn't really hype, we can't really have the motivation to continue doing what we're doing. Yeah, this is one of those things I think.
SRC or this podcast?
This podcast too, but just like the little things of like doing really silly things. It's like, oh yeah, I think that's funny, and then we just take that as motivation to do more.
We haven't
Yeah,
had a podcast in a while, and I think it's good that we're having one now.
We're easing
Yay.
back into it. Just having a nice little
for yourself.
podcast.
I'm
And the
just
next
throwing
one is
it.
going to be everyone yelling. Oh, God.
I hope you know, guys, after we've done this podcast, I'm going to go upstairs and make myself like 30 burritos.
Oh my god, can I have
Just
one?
so many burritos.
Go
That
for like
is-
10 minutes.
That's almost too much.
guys,
Can I come
guys,
over and we can
guys,
have a burrito party?
Guys,
What?
Ta's trying to speak.
Oh, what? No, I was done. I'm good.
Well then,
I think I was just saying that, like, when I leave, I'm going to go home because I've been sitting at school since 9 this morning. It's like almost 8 at night now.
Yeah, I do that every Tuesday and Thursday.
Why are you at school, you nerd?
Um,
Are you studying or something? Oh, my God.
no. Oh my God, the real answer is going to be so much more embarrassing.
Do it. Say it.
Okay. Well, I'm in the computer science. My program is information science and technology, which is a subset of computer science. And Today we were having a showcase Saturday for prospective students at this university, and I volunteered as a computer science ambassador to come speak with prospective students and tell them why they need to join computer science. And I'm sitting here in my uniform, which literally consists of a shirt that has the school logo and computer science ambassador embroidered in this huge text in front of it. It's embarrassing, but there you have it. I've been here since early this morning talking to students and their parents and telling them why this university has the best computer science program. It doesn't, but...
Whatever the lies they tell to help them sleep at night.
Well, I mean, I was told these lies as a freshman, so I'm just perpetuating them.
I love it. I love perpetuating the masses.
But yeah, so I have this really stupid polo shirt that I've been wearing all day because I didn't think to bring a change of clothes.
Sucks, bruh. All right. That's actually all the topics we have listed. Does anybody have any other ideas for what we should do, or should we wrap it up for what's gonna go down? I'm yelling timber. You better.
I don't think we've been going for very long, really, but
We've been going for 3 more
It's
minutes.
almost an hour.
Yeah, 3 more
some of
minutes.
that was the mic checks and stuff, though.
Well,
Yeah.
mic checks was only about like 15 minutes, I want to say.
So this is total is like 45 minutes?
I guess so.
Yes.
We've had tiny podcasts before, though, so, I mean...
Yeah.
And to be fair, we haven't done one in a long time, so maybe a short one would be fine because we're not yet in the groove, you know?
Yeah.
So for some
And
reason,
also,
like,
it's not
we
like
didn't-
there's a ton of events going on that
Yeah.
we need to talk about, but still.
True. True, we'll probably have a lot more to talk about the week after next week, because if I'm not mistaken, when does Ruby end? When does the last Ruby happen?
There should be
30th.
That is
more
coming up,
episodes.
isn't it?
Are we in like
30th.
30 more seasons?
I believe it's the 30th, yes.
The 30th, okay. So, the end of the 30th will mark a load of shit to talk about. Wait,
The end of the 30th?
The
wow. Shut the fuck. Whatever.
We got you,
Whatever.
Summer Rose Port.
Fuck off. No, fuck off. Just fuck off. Anyway, as I was saying, after the 30th, we'll probably have a lot more to talk about, just because it'll be the end of Volume 2, and we'll either have praises to heap upon Ruby, or we'll just be... no, Tom, no, please, God, no. Let's be real, they
Maybe
are...
plot twists.
Oh, I hope there's a good plot twist or two. You know what? I hope they make good on their fucking Adam promise.
Adam shows up and then the series
I guess he
ends.
was hinted at the beginning of the season, and then if he came in at the very end, that would be a good
Yeah,
parallel.
I'd be so pissed. I'd just be like, really?
That'd be like-
This is how much more he's gonna be in the volume? Fuck you! So thirsty for Adam. Anyway, yeah, that about does it for me, I suppose. And for the podcast in general? What do you guys think?
I think I really want these burritos.
Okay, we
So-
can all start to sign out then.
Yeah, let's all start signing out. Just say your name and signing out, pretty much. Like, hi, this is Dory, and you're watching Disney Channel. Except, instead of, and you're watching Disney Channel. It's gonna be.
Note,
like,
this podcast is not sponsored by Disney Channel.
I wish it was. You know how much money we would get? A lot.
You know how
We'd
many
actually get
we
money
get?
for this in general. Not even just talking about a lot of money, just money in general.
This is very true.
Now, DLC is where we make all the money.
Yeah. I wish.
Insert Rontra asking when's teacher route here.
I actually have Rontra actually have Rontra's Skype, and I've been Skyping with them for like a while now, and literally like one of the first things I think I remember them asking was, when's teacher route? And I'm like, well, it's not happening, but it might happen. We have no idea yet.
just
I mean,
pay us.
And every time they ask me, I'm just like, it's in the DLC.
yeah.
So,
Well,
that's
I
going to
mean,
be our first DLC.
We did make Glinda Rose Court, though.
That's
we
true.
we did
And they
inundate,
screamed about that at me in Skype for
and it was great.
like an hour.
It was great. I like rendered them catatonic because of a CG of Glinda I did, and I was like, "Hey, you like Glinda, right?" And they were just like, "Pooh,
Yeah, that's par for the course.
Glinda Goodwitch Hell. Anyway, hi, or bye, actually. Bye, I'm Dory. And thank you for joining us on the podcast. Later, guys. Bye.
Oh. I guess I'll sign out. I'm Cass, and I really, really want these burritos, so bye.
I forgot to unmute my microphone when I was saying goodbye to Dory and telling her we miss her, but I'm Tucker, and I'm signing out too.
Todd the Trickster signing out.
I'm Georgina. Thanks for sticking around and hanging out with the nerds for today. Bye.
Nerds!
This is Umbra signing out. Hope you'll tune in next time. See ya.